Muslim, Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist, and atheist one too, and all in between. This is for the absolute positive, good God and truth of you, only crossing bigger and better. All, I state that if you cross one more positive, when you feel all negativity, right, that will only cross and add you up good as truth by the way you feel, and the bigger and better of the negativity has to subtract to one nothing, one neutral nothing. The absolute of all negativity and all things mathematics is one nothing, one neutral nothing. And every time you cross negative, right, with energy, right, digest it from the outside in or from the inside out as a negative matter, right, more than a positive matter, right, you are subtracting the good God and truth of all you are to the bigger and better of one neutral nothing, just negative of the here and now. Only cross one more positive, only add up good as truth, bigger and better than all negativity, until all the negativity only subtracts to one neutral nothing. If you followed anything I've ever posted, I state that I am a man who is one more positive, right, than all negativity, only preset that way to be good as truth, right, to only add up to the bigger and better of all negativity. The absolute good truth of God, of Jesus Christ, the thieving Holy Spirit, right, of the God King, Adam man, first evolved, of the God Allah of all, for everlasting with peace I am. Always at rest. Does this mean that a negative way will not affect me? No. It just means that absolutely positively you can believe without a faithful doubt I will be bigger and better than that negativity. See, when you know that the good God and truth, right, of all things creation applied to the here and now existence of all reality check is made of atoms, and these atoms are a love knot of male and female energy of the for everlasting peace, or the for everlasting pieces, the seeds of all God, truth, reality check, right? Then you'll know that every time you cross positive, right, these atoms, everything that you are, right, is stated good as true. And you can only cross one more holy, absolutely, positively, and indestructible shape, form, and mass to reality check, to the bigger and better of all negativity, the neutral of nothing. But every time you cross negative with negativity, right, it causes your shape, form, and mass to the reality check of the energy producing from it, the matter of it, right, to become static, twisted, scattered, blind, and undefined. And over a volume of time, it's the decay and disintegration of all you are and love, good as truth, right? Positive and good, right? Negative as hell to one neutral nothing. Just you here and now not. Negatively deficient of you here and now. Listen, dust the wind at the beginning again. I am not a man of faith, and I've never had nothing for it. I've always seen the lie of it every time it was produced in reality check before I could even articulate it. But I will speculate. Now, I state, right, that Pistis Sophia birthed out the cosmos, right? by being an atom that's split, okay? And as a production of the cosmos, Lord Shiva was produced through her negative polarity, right? Because all energy is good. When she split, that was negative to the holy, good God and truth of her, right? And as she split, right, the neutrons that was of her created Lord Shiva and helped to mutate and create all matter. But without this matter, right, being one more positive, good as the truth of God of all I am, the energy of all things lasting to existence, right? E equals MC squared. The more positive it is, the more good it is with energy, right? To the truth of its shape, form, and mass, only crossing bigger and better than all negativity. Now, when you preset yourself to only state that way, well, then no matter what, no matter if it's a conscious decision or not, that's all you'll ever be. Because nowhere in existence to the reality check of any atom or the shape, form, and mass it's expressing, right, can negativity destroy it if it's only stated one more positive to the here and now of its reality check anywhere in the cosmos. The state of one more positive from the inside out, again, is the only light, joy, warmth, good God or truth, Holy Spirit for everlasting peace, all will ever know or be. It's the state that all in body and matter is stated good as truth to the here and now, the reality check, only crossing bigger and better than all negativity. The state of one more positive from the inside out is the substance, durability, and solidness. It is the value and volume of all shape, form, and mass of all you see, hear, taste, touch, smell, say, and do. Of the buildings, trees, you, me, everybody of everything, creation applied one to the here and now existence of all reality check. And it is the absolute bigger and better than all negativity. The state of one more positive from the inside out, the smallest speck of it is absolutely bigger and better than all negativity because it only adds up despite the bigger and better of all to the here and now of it. Again, I do not have nothing for faith. I've seen the lie of it since I was 3 years old in reality check, right? And until I was able to articulate it, right, it drove me freaking nuts to exist in a world that is faithfully stated a lie to the good God and truth of you, only crossing bigger and better. All faith is a lie because it teaches that things cross good and bad when everything's only negative and positive, positive and negative to the good God and truth of your shape, form, and mass. Either you're absolutely more positive feeling to be good as truth, right? Or you're negatively deficient in one more absolutely positive to be good as truth, the neutral and nothing. All faith is a bias and it will crisscross you negative with negativity, static, twisted, scattered, blind, and undefined to only come back one more positive to be good as truth to the absolute bigger and better of all negativity, of all God, truth, reality check. That's a fact check. And like I stated, again, I am not a man of faith, but I will speculate with you on some things. As far as human history goes, we could say it started 1 billion years ago. We will never know it. We will never, ever know the timeline of history. We have went scratch in too many big and little ways. It's a fact. We will not know it. But I will say something about what I believe may have occurred. See, when you're out in the elements, right, and you don't have a home and you don't have proper utilities, and you're like them people in Ukraine right now, man. You're always desperate in survival mode, right? So anything that's positive and good of you, it's an intense reality check on you. Now, let's say that somebody like me was existing, right? The Adam man first evolved of all I am, right? Okay, check me out. Back when all that stuff was going on with Shiva, okay? And this is why I say Shiva is not alien like you think. I mean, his mindset with neutral is alien because he's the neutral god of nothing. You hear me? I think he was just a hallucination of Adam. Check me out. Because Adam said, Jesus said, Adam is not good enough for you. He came from great power, great wealth, but he died. And there's a lot of history, man. There's a lot of history between that and Shiva and all this stuff that we can't explain. But I'll tell you something, right? I'll tell you something right now. If things get so damn hard on a fool, right? No, the reality check of them. It all comes from negative energy, right? Being produced, right? To the polarity of them, right? The world around them coming in on them, in a negative way. And they're not producing it out more positive than a negative, the neutral nothing, right? Well, I don't know how that mutation would work. I mean, that would be such a perverted state to the mind. You know what I mean? It would be such a irrational way to comprehend. Now, me myself, right? I want to say something to everybody, right? I looked on my mama, right, and I seen the nurturing good of God of her as truth at 3 years old, right? I felt it and I seen it. I loved it. It made me shine from the inside out. And as a comparison, right, I instantly knew I wanted to feel that way with all things. Okay. And I knew that I could, you know what I mean? Feel nurtured and loved and good and passionate about these things, just like my mama was for me. Okay. But at age 4, right, I was taken from my mama. My mama was called not fit, you know? All through my life because my dad was a drunk, blind fool. You hear me? My mama could not sustain without him, right? I was in and out of homes and all kinds of institutions, man. I'm telling you, I spent more time incarcerated before the age of 35 than I did free. You hear me? And Lord knows I gave the world hell. Shit. I was in and out of psychiatric hospitals between the ages of 6 and 10. And they got so tired of me escaping, right? That they sent me to Miami, Florida at gunpoint with 2 deputy sheriffs, right? It's crazy, man. I was just a baby. I was just a kid. You hear me? What the fuck kind of world is this? What kind of freedom is America, man? Listen to me. You people are crazy. Sent me to live with a home full of freaking molesters. You hear me? And they go come creep in my life at 18. Talk about who's these people? About made me crazy. Let me explain something to you about the Shiva Shaft, man. I Shiva Shaft back. I'm not having this, man. You hear me? You people are deranged and insane to think that you can faithfully run this world, right? Static, twisted, scattered, blind, and undefined at any time. You hear me? Listen, there's a lot of negative things, man. And if you don't know the good God, the truth, man, how to come back more positive to be good every time to the bigger and better of all you'll be, you won't be. And it's easy, it's simple, you hear me? Look, I'm not a man that's a saint. I've been to prison 4 times, you hear me? These ain't words uh, uh, of these words are knowledge. These words are not only to save you and your family and the future of my children, what I gotta see and how it affects me. You hear me? how it affects everybody. These words are given from me to you as the Father of all, who will ever be for everlasting with peace, good as truth. Listen to me. I'm going to birth the good God and truth of Jesus Christ through the reality check of Pistis Sophia as the Father of all God, truth reality check to the bigger and better of the good God and truth of Jesus Christ. One by example who only crossed all negativity, one more positive to be good as truth. That's the bigger and better of God, of the thieving Holy Spirit, the God Allah of all, for everlasting peace I am. And I bore none to it in reality check. You hear me? I'm not having it. You hear me? This world is only this way because of corrupt greed, the infestation of faith in all things. You hear me? Some of it is diabolical. Most of it's just blindly. You hear me? To anybody who's diabolically running this world, man, I'm telling you right here and now, I state the highest, the higher of all energy, of all creation of existence. You hear me? And I have the ability to manipulate this matter to the bigger and better of all I am. And you do not want to be destroyed to the one neutral nothing of it. The gospel Philip, the gospel Thomas, the gospel truth. Listen to me. Only cross one more positive. Only preset yourself to be good as truth. Only add up to the bigger and better of all negativity. Don't ever let yourself be destroyed or cross so mutated to the reality check of life being so tough that you can't come back bigger and better than all of all. Because we are stated in a miracle, and this miracle, right, is supposed to be never ending and good as truth. And we've been dying out unevolved bushwhackers by unevolved bushwhackers, our leadership and government and faith, right? More animalistic and antichrist, beastly than manly. Instead of taking all they are victims and crooks and conflicts, right? And doing nothing but 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 spending whatever resources they have to make it more positive and good, right? They prey on us. They build prisons and jails. They make wars. You hear me? When all we should do is get along. All should have homes, utilities, a way to sustain. In the beginning, Adam came from nothing. Well, here I am, here and now. Well, what are we going to do about it? I state no lies. That's God. That's truth. That's reality check. That's a fact.